girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the YouTube channel, The Kentucky Gamer. Now, new rules are going to be effective for the moderators and also the viewers. Now, there's one thing that I don't put up with, and I will stand firm with this, is one, the he said, she said bullshit comments. That's one thing I'm going to get straight off the hook and sinker right there. Next thing would be people who really portray, there's a thing in the call community that I've learned. There's people who betray themselves as the good guys when really and truly, I know I'm going to call it bullshit down the middle. So I'm basically going to stand my ground on this. And the fact of the matter is this. Love me or hate me at the end of the day, you're going to respect what I do on my channel. So don't think that I'm going to let anything just slide out of the ordinary. Because I'm standing up for what I see fit that my channel needs. So I'm doing this for my channel. Second of all, the new rules that will be applying for 2026 live streams. Now, this is going to take place in January. One of those rules is going to be straight up. A lot of people would probably call it harsh, but sometimes you got to be strict. So these newer accounts is what I'm going to call them, that comes in and wants to come in and try to lurk. If you are a lurker and we find you out, that's an automatic ban. Automatic. So this is the new 2026 rules that's coming to my channel. So, also with that, the 2026 rules that I'm pretty much putting for my channel is this. If you have a problem with anybody in my chat that you want to come on a live stream and just, think that you're just going to automatically tell me what to do, that bullshit's going to end. Because here's the thing that I see that is fitting for this channel. It's like I told in my TNA chat. I don't really care about the views. I'm in it for the fun. So, all my enemies watching, you can laugh and say that I'm not making the views, but at the same time, I'm doing this for fun. I could care less about clout chasing or, being successful on YouTube because I'm successful in the real world. That's the thing about me. So, going back to these rules that will be effective for 2026, and I think it's good that I have these values and rules set for 2026 is, of course, what I mentioned a while ago was the no lurking. You lurk, you get banned automatically. Don't care who you are. Second rule that I'm going to put forth down in tuition is this rule is going to apply to not only my channel, but also Twitter and all the other social media accounts that I have. If you are not really, I'm trying to put this in words here. So if you're really trying to put me and pretty much try to bring me down, you're not going to win. Because I'm not going to let you. You know, J Kid told me a long time ago, why would I argue with a bunch of idiots? And, you know, J Kid's right about some things. Why would I sit here and argue with somebody that's don't even have an IQ of a peanut? Truth's the truth. You don't like it? Oh well. Now, going back to these new rules, you know, the no lurking, also making my channel look like it's a bad channel, that's actually going to stop. So if you think you're just going to come on this channel just so you can pop in and think you're going to take shots, it's not going to work. Because I've selected moderators that I can trust, that if we see you in chats, you're going to get banned. There's nothing's going to be said about you. You're just going to automatically get banned. What is up, Zachary Thompson? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for stopping by the way. So the new 2026 goal is this. We're trying to make this channel positive as possible. And I'm going to lay the law down. Now, whatever the rest of them does on their end, that's on them. I'm doing my channel my way. So, be it that is, this will be the 2026 things of me doing this forward. So, I don't care if you're on my roster or not. The rules will be applied to all rules. And welcome, Morning with a Veil. Thank you for stopping by. And there's a lot of things I'm going to say on the channel. Not only do I do an eFed company, but I'm just trying to get this out here for the new rules. These new rules are not only to protect the channel from, you know, negativity hits, but also keeping the channel positive for people that want to, you know, escape reality, escape, you know, stuff that, you know, we all have to face. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody here has some type of negativity that they are dealing with, whether it's divorce, ex, you know, whatever the case may be. I'm just saying that in general, so don't hold me to it automatically. But I'm just saying that for the new year, I'm moving forward. I'm not living in the past. I'm just moving forward. So, and I'm going to say this, DJ. Whatever you do on your channel, I'm just going to say this real loud and clear. That's on you. But I'm moving this channel. Welcome, Nixon, by the way. Glad you're stopping by. But this is the new things that I'm doing for 2026. This will be effective in January. Not only will I actually take away some moderators. Now, don't think that everybody that's on my TNA roster or in my company is going to be moderators. No, we're changing the whole thing around. My moderators on who I trust will have these mods. I have selected a leading moderator for the channel. And that leading moderator will do the job of making sure that not only you guys are entitled to interactions here in the chat, but also keeping you guys entertained and also keeping the channel safe from negativity. So there's that on the note. Now, there's going to be a lot of things I plan that's not eFed Wrestling related. There's newer games going to be coming on the channel. I just pre-ordered the new Resident Evil, waiting until it comes out. I think it comes out in February, so that new Resident Evil will be effective on this channel. Now, I do have college football. If we have any college football fans, you know, myself, proud Kentucky Wildcat fan, not ashamed of my Wildcats, even though they got their ass kicked, but I will bring a lot more of college football back. Maybe do some Madden, maybe do some different types of games. Now, here's the thing that I'm going to be constantly doing. Now, with the way the world is as of now, I'm not trying to make the world a bad place. You know, I'm trying to make people have an escape reality so they can escape and have fun and pretty much enjoy everything that we do on our end. Not only, you know, I'm going to be doing games, but I am saving up for a PC, which means you're going to see maybe GTA mods come to this channel. It's something that I thought about, and I've watched other streamers pretty much do. Welcome, Moonlight Pro Wrestling. Also, go check out the two guys that are moderators right now. Moonlight Pro Wrestling and also Nixon. Nixon runs SVW, so go check him out. Huge shout out to those two real quick. Also to Maureen Wavell and Zachary Thompson. Huge shout out to these two also for, you know, coming in the live stream. But new things I'm going to do on the channel is not going to be, it's not going to be much e-fetting. I've thought about it, and the reason why I say not much e-fetting, what is up, Gunner? Welcome to the live stream. The reason why I say not much e-fetting is because I want to try something new. I think with the new year, it's new goals and New Year's resolutions. You know, the old saying. New Year's resolutions, new goals, etc. So, what I'm trying to do basically is this. I'm trying to set the platform straight to where, and the new year, I'm going to do this as well. Everybody that's on the block list of this year will be unbanned. Now, if they say something negative, they can be banned. But that does not mean I'm giving them another chance. So they got a right to comment. They got a right to say what they want. But if I see any negativity, I will get ahead of my leading moderator and they will be gone just as quick as they say shit. I'm just getting that out there. Not only we talked about new games that's going to be coming to the channel, we're also going to be doing newer stuff. Probably do some Silent Hill, maybe some Madden, because I know I've not done Madden, so maybe bring Madden to the series. If they do bring the NCAA basketball, we may have that on the channel, depending on if they actually get the game rolling in time. There's another thing that I want to try to get off my chest, because pretty much I got to go to work here soon, so trying to get everything off before I have to go to work. But as far as the rules is concerned, I've already mentioned there's no lurking, no negativity in the chat, because that will be automatic ban. So if I see anything negative, you're out. And that goes for moderators. So that does not just go for just one side. It goes for both sides. I'm just making it known now. So it's not like I'm, you know, playing favorites. Also, there's a thing I want to mention too. John Cena's last match. That is happening tonight. So you guys will have a response here that I will put in the chat, and it's going to be a poll. And it's pretty much so pretty much the poll is this. Who is winning the match between John Cena and Gunther. You guys actually going to take a vote on this? Is it going to be John Cena? Or are we going to see the Ring General end another career tonight? Now, you know, looking at these two guys, I'm going to be honest. John Cena's faced tougher guys. I'm not going to lie. He's been in the ring with some brutes. You know, Brock Lesnar's one of them. So, I mean, I can't hold it past Cena. You know, he's also become what we call a comeback kid. So, things may change tonight. We may see John Cena pull off a miracle. We may see Gunther in the ring. Who knows what might happen. But I can guarantee you one thing. That tonight, we're going to see something extraordinary between these two. Because not only this is John Cena's last match, but I think, you know, here's my opinion about this. Now, you know, everybody's got their different opinions about this. You know, everybody's got their different beliefs and thoughts, etc. I think that after John Cena's match, I think, you know, one of my good friends, Nixon's going to be right about something. I think The Rock is going to make a return tonight. And I think that it's going to be The Rock coming out, pointing the ones up, and wanting Cena for one more match. Now, who knows who might show up? It may be Chris Jericho. We don't absolutely know what WWE has planned for tonight. So, like I said, do not hold me to this entirety. Because WWE has been known to throw us off guard. Especially with returns, debuts, etc. It may be an NXT star that caused Cena a match tonight. I mean, who knows what storylines they throw out to basically throw us off guard. Now, with that match out of the way, I mean, I definitely agree Cena does need to win, but, I mean, I think, in all honesty, Ray, I think it's probably going to be, you know, Gunther that probably ends because he beat LA Knight on SmackDown, so I'm pretty sure Gunther is going to win, but like I said, I'm not putting it 100% because Cena's been known to, like I said, become the comeback kid. So, who knows what's going to happen tonight as well. Then you have Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi. That's a match that I definitely want to see. Cody Rhodes and Obafemi, that match is going to be one of the damn best. Now, a lot of people says that it should have been John Cena and Obafemi. I mean, I personally, I would love to see it. But I don't really think WWE is going to go with that route. Personally. And the reason why that I say this is, one, it's going to go, it's first got to go through the processing of the story writers. That's what I think. The story writers are basically WWE's GPS. So if it don't go through the story writers and it don't actually get what we call a final stamping approval, then I don't think it's going to happen, in my honesty about this. You know, there's a lot of more matches that's actually happening, but the one match that I'm looking forward to is definitely the Cody and Obafemi match. That's the match I'm definitely looking forward to. The NXT champion versus the WWE champion. Now, I will say this, in all honesty, and what I think, you know, as an opinion, so, you know, opinions like buttholes, everybody's got one, but I think that the WWE title that Cody Rhodes currently holds, I think they need to modify it to the Winged Eagle. maybe do like a new update of the Winged Eagle and, combine something to make it stand out. Like I said, it's got to go through the story writers and, the creative team for them to finalize the product, especially if they're doing a new title like that. That's what I think they should do. But in all honesty, I don't really see that happening. But far as John Cena and Gunther goes, we got the final votes here. 67% on this channel think John Cena is going to take the W, while the 33% thinks Gunther is pretty much going to take John Cena out. I mean, good job for whoever voted a part of this. Because now I'm going to bring up another poll. Now we're going to bring up Cody Rhodes versus Oba Femi. So now we're going to the different poll. We done a poll of John Cena versus Gunther, and you see in the chat, 67% thought John Cena was going to win. Now we changed it over to the Cody Rhodes versus Oba Femi. You guys now get to take a vote on who do you think is going to win that match. Now, my personal opinion, don't get me wrong, Cody Rhodes is one of the best. You gotta think about history wise also. His dad was a Hall of Famer, and his dad taught him the wrestling business and the craft of it. So, Cody Rhodes, I would say, to my knowledge, is a second-generation star. Now, there's a lot that could change. Just because you got experience doesn't mean that it's always you're gonna be on the winning percentage, because, just like MMA, you could be in MMA for 20 years and end up having a newcomer kick your ass. I mean, it's one of those things that you just have to. It's basically like this is what's going to happen, and it could happen, or this what might happen sort of scenario. But now we got the 67% saying that John Cena is going to win. Now we switch this over to Cody Rhodes versus Oba Femi. The poll is up. Who do you guys think is going to win this one? We got 100% saying Oba Femi is going to win. Now, don't get me wrong, Oba Femi is a good talent. Bringing up to the NXT side of things, Deadline, he beat Ricky Saints for the NXT title. So, therefore, to be honest, I really think that I got a feeling Oba Femi might win. Because Cody's never faced anybody as not only strong, but as dominant as Oba Femi. So this is going to be Cody's... I would pretty much say this is going to be Cody's big challenge for Saturday night's main event. And what I really think is, if Cody could actually win, I think this would be Cody Rhodes' biggest upset if he could do it. Well, here's the thing, Ray, that I'm going to tell you. Now, you may like it or you may not. So get ready for my thoughts here. My thoughts is, I think WWE is probably going to let Cody win, and here's why. Because where it's John Cena's last tour tonight, I think it might be just an all babyface thing. Now, don't get me wrong, it may shock me if a heel wins tonight. But my opinion, I think they might just do all the baby faces win tonight due to John Cena being out of WWE. Now, that does not mean that we can sit here and talk, like, downgrade Cody Rhodes, because, like, Cody Rhodes is talented. Okay, I give him credit. I've been in training in the business, and to be honest, I think, in all honesty, I've saw a lot of guys. I don't know if anybody's ever done the business or not that's watching, but I've saw a lot of guys that they get cocky, and basically the cockiness gets the best of them. So, only thing I'm going to say is this before I end the live stream, because I got to go to work. First, I got to get some personal stuff done before I go to work, but still, it's going to be interesting to see those two matches. The Cody Rhodes and Nova Fuming, as well as John Cena and Gunther. But my final thoughts on this is this. I really think WWE needs to look at some of the NWA guys. Like, for example, Kerry Morton. Thorne Latimer, he was a former NWA World Champion, beating EC3 for the 10 pounds of gold. I think them two guys would be good additions to the roster. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of guys that probably will disagree or agree with this, but that's my two picks. I mean, Mackenzie would be actually a good women's talent. That's another one I was going to bring up after the men. Mackenzie, I think she would be a good WWE diva if WWE would pick her. But the thing is about WWE, they pick people that's going to bring in the views. So, and it's going to bring them money. That's the two things they look for, the views and the money. If you can bring them profit, then you're pretty much going to be on WWE's good term. Now, getting back to the final thoughts here, is I really think that tonight's Saturday night's main event is going to be better than any show WWE's done. Especially, John Cena tour. Now, don't hold me to this. They could screw it up somehow. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens on Saturday night. We're going to have to find out. But who knows what might happen. It's going to be interesting to see. But here's the thing that I will guarantee. When we see John Cena and Gunther in the ring, I got a feeling that two things are going to happen. One, John Cena will win. Two, I think one of the heels is going to cost Cena a career. It may be Brock Lesnar or Logan Paul or some sort of that costs his, or maybe The Miz. Because I know The Miz is pretty upset right now with not being to face Cena. So it's going to be interesting to see tonight. So go, basically, if you guys got Saturday night's main event, go watch that. But until then, this is the end of the live stream. We will see you guys on the next one. I hope you guys enjoy. And we will see you probably when I do another live stream, whenever that will be. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, like, subscribe, and share the content out. As well as, if I don't get to talk to some of you guys, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.